G'day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to take a look at the extraordinary Super Warrior, Super Saiyan Goku. And we're going to be taking a look at just how good he is in DBZ Dokkan Battle Global at 55%. Now Goku is the very first Carnival LR in existence. He is the very first Carnival LR ever, and he looks pretty good, to be honest with you. Now, I don't agree with the format of the banners, but let's take a look at how good Goku is. Powerful comeback lead of 200%, with greatly raising attack on his 12 key and raising defense on his 18 key. He has key plus 5 and attack and defense of 159%, with attacks effective against all types, plus an additional defense of 59% within the same turn after receiving an attack. He also gets an additional key plus 1 up to 5, and attack of 10% up to a maximum of 59% with each attack received. He guards all attacks when your HP is 60% or more, and he will also have HP of 59% or less at the start of the attacking character's turn. He will revive with 59% recovered when him or an ally is defeated within the turn. He will then guard all attacks unconditionally and have a high chance of performing a critical hit starting from the turn in which his revival skill is activated. So because he has attacks effective against all types, and because he has a high chance, 50%, of performing a crit from his revival skill, additionals are definitely the best way to go with this guy. Even though, technically speaking, you don't really have that much mechanism beyond that. And there's no real reason for the 12 keys barring maximizing the attacks effective against all types and the critical hits. Goku has a pretty solid active skill that can greatly raise attack temporarily and cause ultimate damage to the enemy while disabling the enemy's action once within the turn. It can be activated when HP is 59% or less starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle, or when the revive skill has been activated. He has Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, or Saiyan Warrior Race, Kamehameha, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power as his Link skills, and he's on Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Movie Heroes, Goku's Family, Super Saiyans, Kamehameha, Exploding Rage, Total School, Powerful Comeback, Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, and Bond of Parent and Child. So Goku looks pretty damn good. We're going to first try him under a double 200% lead of the Powerful Comeback category, and then we're going to be trying him under the Goku's Family lead skill of 180%. Goku's super attack can be farmed as he is Super Saiyan Goku in his normal TUR state, and when his additional boosts are calculated, he has 311% defense and he has 311% attack. So Goku, right off the bat, looking pretty solid. Obviously, quite a bit of support on this rotation, Turtle School support and also defensive support from Gohan. But he's looking really strong right out the gate defensively. We don't have a lot of links active, but Goku doesn't have a lot of defensive links. But just shy under 200k defense, which is very solid. Goku's also going to hit a pretty hefty attack stat as well. And with attacks effective against all types, that's a really nice number to see. You can see, obviously, Goku won't have the attacks effective against all types in the second slot because his defense won't be activated. So he needs to take that hit beforehand. Obviously means that Goku is primarily a first slot unit. Now both Gokus here are at 55%. You can see immediately without the double support our defense does lower to about 150,000, but overall still a pretty decent figure, especially considering we will raise that defense on our 18 key, and we also have guard effective against all types at any point in time. So Goku is pretty strong defensively. Another interesting point is that 59% defense that he gains upon hit is also multiplicative, which means Goku will have a much higher defense after taking that initial hit. Think of it a lot like Beerus, where Beerus has plus 70% defense on hit. It's actually multiplicative into the number that is already applied beyond passives. So for example, if Goku's defense is 150k, taking the 59% hit will push him up to around the 230% mark. The 230k mark, so pretty solid stuff. Goku is looking pretty beefy here as well, looking really quite solid in terms of his defense. He stacks at a pretty nice rate. We can see here over 200k now at this point, and looking really quite nice and beefy. He's going to take a hit beforehand. We're going to get the attacks effective against all types, 4.9 million, which is very, very good. And yeah, so far looking really solid. The attack stats may look, I guess, a little bit low in comparison to some of the other units, but comparatively speaking to some of the other LRs, like the 7th year ones, for example, Goku's link set is not nearly as impactful. And Goku defensively is, I want to say, much stronger. Goku has Golden Warrior, he has Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. If you are to link level all of those, Goku will push his attack up a little bit. We're looking at 5% on Saiyan Warrior Race, 5% on Super Saiyan, 5% on Kamehameha, 5% on Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So you're looking at 30% attack, which I guess is nice, but not a huge amount, at least, not on the face of it. But he looks really solid. Defensively, he's great. I like his kit, I like how it's built. Very reliable, very solid kit. His ability to have guard, then to get you a revive, then to have guard and critical hit chance afterwards is very good. Offensively, obviously can look a little bit unappealing, but we can see that attack stat climbing. You can see Goku's attack stat going up quite a bit, throughout obviously the kind of stack building that he does on his getting hit. And I think overall he looks really decent. Is he worth the trouble of introducing teal coins? I don't know. Don't think so. Is he a good unit? Yes, definitely. I even think Powerful Comeback, honestly isn't as bad a category as people make it out to be. I think it's pretty solid overall. And I think, Goku can really make it work quite decently. Goku himself is definitely great. The only issue is running two of them can be a little bit wonky, because you can, in terms of the revive skill, you can only activate one at a time. So by having one Goku revive, you get the really great benefit of him now having his guard active all the time, his high chance to crit. But the other Goku is stuck having to remain above 60% health. Now that Goku is still going to be quite tanky, especially after you've stacked him a couple times. It's only that you lose the guard technically below 60% health. But it is just a little bit of something wonky, because obviously only one revive skill can activate at any point in time. So having two units that need to revive to kind of bring out their full potential is a little bit strange. It's the same kind of issue you have with running double AGL Gohan and Trunkses. Generally speaking, they're better being run as units under other teams, so main units, because of the fact that running both of them means you don't get the full benefit of the revive skill for both of them. So that is just, I guess, something that I would possibly mention, but it's not the absolute end of the world. You're not going to completely lose out on it just because of that. But here we have a Goku that has all his links active, 145,000 defense, 180% leader skill, obviously 20% support from, the Goku and Chi-Chi. But yeah, generally speaking, pretty decent showing, 140,000 defense, stacks it on his 18 key, 4.5 million attack stat, very solid stuff. We're not seeing anything that we're not expecting from Goku at this point. Now 200% leader skills, there's a couple you can run them under, so you are fortunate enough to be able to run them under the Tech Super Saiyan God duo. You can run him under there as he is a movie hero, and obviously he benefits from Kamehameha. So Goku already having a couple 200% leads, I guess that work out best for him. So he does have a nice array of options. Obviously it could be better, and you could obviously have something, I want to say, a little bit better overall. But yeah, you can see here, pretty solid defensively, 150 or 194,000, pretty solid in terms of raw defense. Again, all links active. We've got that 30% support here, and we obviously stacked from last turn. So we're looking really, really solid. 5.2 million as well. So just really good numbers coming out of Goku, and these are effective against all types. So these are very, very strong attack stats. So yeah, Goku looking pretty solid. I think Cooler, in terms of like, yeah, I think Cooler in terms of his raw numbers can be a more exciting unit. But I feel like Goku is a more stable unit. Cooler takes a little bit of time to build up. Goku's kind of pretty solid immediately from, the right off the beginning, basically. Like, I think it's just incredibly solid straight out the bat. In terms of Cooler, I think Cooler can definitely hit much higher peaks. Cooler is a very exciting unit in the fact that he, essentially has a very, like a very, very high ceiling. I think that's the draw of Cooler, at least for me. What excites me with Cooler is his potential to hit 5,000 attack stats and things like that in it's 5,000 attack stats. So you hit 5 super attacks in a turn. I mean, a 5,000 attack stat is not that exciting, I will be honest. But yeah, he can hit 5 super attacks, 6 super attacks in some turns, and that is crazy. But Goku is more stability. He can guard. He has that attacks effective against all types. His damage is very consistent. It is very reliable. Your only real negative situation, I guess, is Goku getting supered right out the bat. But there's, there are a couple events, of course, where Goku at 55%, starting with that, 150,000, that guarding ability, him getting supered immediately will result in a decent amount of damage. But there's even like Cell Max, even Red Zone, those events don't start out hard enough, to decimate even a 55% Goku. And once he gets 1 or 2 stacks in, that kind of fear of him being destroyed or annihilated slowly just kind of starts dropping off bit by bit. Not to mention his great link set that he shares with an absolute smorgasbord of units. I've always loved that word, smorgasbord. But his link set is great. Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Again, Cooler's link set's exciting because when you link Cooler up with a unit that links well with him, and you link level Cooler's links, you see a completely different Cooler. Goku's is exciting for different reasons. Goku has versatility. Goku has Super Saiyan, very common. Kamehameha, forget about it, it's half the game. Prepared for Battle, tons of pure Saiyans and hybrid Saiyans. Fierce Battle, obviously super common for any Dokkan Awaken unit. Golden Warrior, fairly common as well. Saiyan Warrior Race, fairly common. Legendary Power, obviously a legendary link, but quite common. This guy can link well with like Broly units, for crying out loud. He can link well with Vegeta units. He can link well with Goku units, Gohan, Goten, Trunks Kid, Trunks, any, pretty much any unit that is in the Super Saiyan form is going to knock off 3 of this guy's links. If it's a Goku, a Gohan, or a Goten, it's probably got Kamehameha. If it's an LR, it's going to have Legendary Power. I mean, he's got a ton of link partners. Coolers are better in the sense that if Cooler links up really well with his link partner, you're going to see a great time, especially when he's link leveled. You don't get that much from Goku. Link leveling him doesn't break your world, doesn't, change your life, but he does truly do fantastic work. and having a varied link set means you don't have to worry about the other units that pair with them. You can just kind of get a good amount of productivity. Prepared for Battle is obviously the most consistent one, but Golden Warrior is a nice side key link to have. Goku doesn't struggle for key, neither does Cooler, really, which I think is something that's really awesome about them. Getting Goku's 18 key was pretty consistent, especially if you take a hit. I think between taking a hit, if you take a hit a couple times, you have 10 key from the passive, which is just pretty nuts. Like, to have 10 key right off the bat, and probably 6 key from your leader skills alone. You're already at 16 key, probably by the end of turn 2, just by existing. Then you activate Prepared for Battle, and all of a sudden you're at 18 key. And Goku just exists in this realm of high key. So, yeah. Not to mention there's a ton of great linking partners for him. I mean, I'm going through them on screen, but SSJ4 Goku shares 5 links with this guy. And that guy's EZA is great. So, like, you are literally seeing an absolute powerhouse, and a versatile powerhouse. You know, a unit that I think a lot of people are just going to really like using. Not to mention, he has a partner getting an EZA. Now everyone's obviously speculating on the EZA, saying it's not too great, but we'll see on paper how good it is. I think it has the potential to surprise a lot of people. But yeah, I think, definitely Goku's up there. He's really solid. Is he a top 5 unit in the game? I think so. And at 55%, he's really good for a free dupe unit. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care and bye.